Hello everyone, welcome back to another Ascension WoW video. Today we are doing a little video, well it's going to be quite a long video I think, I suspect it's going to be quite a long video, where we go through all of the legendary enchants you could put on your gear here, and to see if they're viable to level with. Now, I'm just going to go with whether they're viable to level with. I'm not bothered about if they're viable to be at the end of the... Yeah, bearing in mind that this is all to see if they are viable to level with. Whether they're viable to at the end game is irrelevant to this video, so if you want something like that, then my Doubles has a load of videos about that, so that, you know, that's alright. So we're going to go through a green, yellow, and red system here. Green is you can use it. Yellow is you need to wait a bit to be able to use it. Like, for instance, up to about level 40 or so. I'm going to say that because... you're going to be using something else before that, aren't you, really? And it's not really... Yeah. So, like with the red, once you get to red, it's not viable at all, or you need something from level 40 and onward, so it's not worth it, basically. So let's go with Tools of War. Tools of War is the damage version of another one later on that gives you attack speed, and this gives you a stacking buff. As long as you can constantly do direct damage, physical damage that is, then it's perfectly fine. This to me is a green. You can use this. And once we will get to the point where we meet the other one, that's the attack speed part of this one, at some point. Dark Surgeon is a hard red, a hard no, because you do need Mutilate for this. It's one of those things that is really quite needed for this kind of thing. White Walker itself, once again, is a hard no. You need level 60 for Iceland, so that's definitely not what you need. Razor Claws is a yellow. You can do this because you do get a stacking buff of damage increase. And the damage increase by rip is good, but you obviously get 6% increased damage here as well. That's pretty good as well. And Claw generally does more damage, so that's actually not too bad. So this is a green. Well, this is a yellow, actually, because you have to wait until you're level 20 for this. Firewatch itself is a hard no. It's a hard red because you need traps at level 16, you need Storm Strike at level 40, and you need Explosive Shot at level 60, which is just no. Elemental Assassin is something you can do because you get Frost Shock at level 20. The problem I find with things like this is that it's difficult to do combo point generating builds because mobs just don't last long enough for it to be something that you could do. So honestly, I would not recommend leveling with this. Midnight Flames is one of those things that you could do, but it's one of those where it's the spell crit is against the target, which means that the buff goes on the target, and when you're leveling, it's just not enough. There's not enough time to build this kind of stack, so this is a red, definitely. Spell Shred is something you can do because you get Overpower at level 10. I think, yeah, Overpower at level 10, so that's a yellow. But bearing in Mortal Strike is something that you could do here, but that is a level 50, I think, Strike is. But Rend is a level 1 thing, so you could do this pretty easily. The Shocks... I think it's the Shocks. Is it the Shocks? It gives you... yes, pretty much all of those do... Yeah, as I was saying, pretty much all of those, the top ones there, do... You can get level 1, so you could indeed do this as long as you got Overpower at level 10, and you get level 50, you can get Mortal Strike, which deals additional damage. And Rend, obviously, is one of those things you can do as well. Unfortunately, Crimson Champion is a hard no. It's level 40 because you need Holy Shield. You get Holy Shield at level 40. So if you want to, I mean, it's a red/yellow. I'd say orange. Because you could do this, but you've got to wait until level 40 for it to be any sort of use at all. Heavyweight is an orange as well because you can do this from level 1, but it's just unbelievably difficult because you run out of rage very quickly at level 1, and you barely generate it. So this is probably fine. This is going to be terrible because I remember leveling with heavyweight up to level 20. It was awful. It's fine, but it's not. once you've got things like anger management, that gets better. But you need that. You also need talents that reduce the rage cost of heroic strike. You can also reduce the heroic the rage cost of cleave. That's actually another way forward, but you can only reduce cleave's rage cost until like 7, so it's not all that great. Stormbringer is something you can indeed do. Holy Fire. Hold on, wait, that's not fine. Stormbringer is one of those things. You see a lot of these Stormbringer type things where it's basically just something that it's basically just damaging abilities and stuff like that does things to a mob, and you see a lot of those. And yes, you can use them, but there's a lot of other interesting and better legendaries you could do. So, Blessing of the Divines is one of those other things that we'll get to at some point where it's like you heal and then something else happens. Like, okay, you could do, but it's probably going to be crap, so don't. Primordial Fury, you need Shamanistic Rage, so that's a level 50 thing, so that's a hard no. Holy Ascension is a yellow, because you need level 20 for Holy Fire and Exorcism. You get Smite pretty much straight away, and level 40 for Holy Shock. And it's actually not too... I think I leveled this as my Iron Man character, and it was really fun. Like, you get a lot of damage out of Holy Fire and Smite and stuff like that, so it's a lot of fun. Seed of Life is actually a blue. Blue... I've just made that up. Well, I've not made that up. It's in my Excel spreadsheet here. But blue is a recommended build. I think this would be a very good and very easy to do healing spec, even at high level. So if you're a beginner healer, or you're prestiging again as a healer, this would be pretty good. Right, let's go. We've got 9 more pages of this, so yay, great. Blade Master is a red for me. Now, you can use this. The problem is, two-part problem, really. Blade Master, you need level 20 for Riposte, which is something that you need. Level 50 for Devastate, and Divine Storm, obviously, you get at level 60. But you generally, at low levels, don't have the good amount of parry to make this worthwhile. I think I remember doing this, leveling this, and it was just very slow. My parry was just not up to snuff, and it was just very slow to do. Right, Holy Radiance is another one of those things that you can do right at the start. Penance is something that you get at level 60. However, Renew and Flash Heal you get at level 20, but Greater Heal you get at the start. Something you can do, but obviously Penance is another one of those things that you can do. It's another one of those it's a holy dot build, basically, more than anything. Now, Bulwark is a blue, because it is a recommended build for me. It is an amazing beginner tank spec. If you can get the level 15 trinkets, then you can do this from the start. You can pull a lot of mobs at once, and it really does. It does a lot of damage, and it's very good at the start for bulwarking. It is very good. Now, one with the light is a red. You can use it, and you will get a bit out of it. The problem is, Crusader Strike and Divine Storm gain extra holy damage. The problem is you don't get any of those until level 50 and level 60. So it's kind of not worth it. And the fact that you're not doing all that much holy damage to begin with, all of your damage will be pretty much halved. So I would not recommend this in the slightest. Compound Power is another one of those things. I leveled with it, but it wasn't that great because you get leveled. You need level 20 for aim shot, you need level 30 for steady shot, and as with all combo generators, mobs just won't last long enough to gain the full effects of these while you're leveling. So I just wouldn't recommend it at all. You need Penance for Holy Spirit, so that's a hard no because you need level 60. Prophet of Wrath is another one of those as well. Leveling with it is going to be a chore because you need level 50 for Divine Illumination, the talent. So nope. Blood and Guts is a fun build at level 70. However, you need Mutilate, which is a level 50 thing, so not working in the slightest. Evoker, you require Missile Barrage and Brain Freeze, and both of those are level 50 talents, so no. Champion of Justice is one of those things as well. You need level 40 for Holy Shock and level 50 for Crusader Strike. So, and that's to use the actual part of the Lego, so that's a hard no. Double Down is It's okay. If you've got nothing else, then yes, you can use this, and I would recommend using the extra energy regen ones, enchants if you've got them. But obviously it doesn't work with Time Script, but does pretty much double your damage when it comes to Sinister Strike. So it's not too bad. If you've got nothing else, then, you know. Stormhammer is a blue. You need level 30 for Concussion Shot, you need level 32 for Chain Lightning, and level 60 for Hammer of Justice. But as a hybrid tank, it is very good. It is a very fun hybrid tank. You do need Blessing of Sanctuary to facilitate mana regeneration, though, because you will be using a lot of mana with Chain Lightning and whatnot, especially if you want to go into Chain Lightning quite a bit and give it more mobs to hit. So it's alright. Now, Cauterizing Flames is something I'm going to leave because it is actually temporarily disabled, as you can probably see. So we're not going to be using that one. Hot Hands is something that you really can't do either because you need Living Bomb for the main thing, the crit chance to do it, and that's a level 60 talent, and Pyroblast is level 20. Master of the Shadows is a green. You need Nightfall, which is level 25. Nightfall is a talent which gives your... what do you call it? Your Shadow Bolt to instantly cast, which is probably needed for the shadow damage on this, if you're going to increase your shadow spell damage by 60% of your agility there. So it's one of those things where you kind of really need to be able to instant cast the shadow stuff, exactly. So let's go down to level 3. I have an Excel spreadsheet here, and it's right then, Stormborn, Elemental Mastery. You need level 40 for Elemental Mastery, so that's a red for me. Shadow Step here, Shadow Counter is a Shadow Step, and you need level 50 for Shadow Step, so that's a no. Temporal Shift is, like, it's so red that it's unbelievable. Temporal Shift is just a really bad thing to begin with. Like, it saves... No, wait, Temporal Shift? Spell that goes to reduce... Right, yeah, so this one's a yellow one. I would say, okay... You can use this, but there are much better ones out there, so, you know, it's a yellow. Mana Fiend is okay. It's one of those things where you should really only use this at max level. I remember this being just a massively great single target spammer back in the day when Devastate did arcane damage. Well, you can make it do arcane damage in Devastate, so that's a... Try it. It will probably be okay, but there are easier... ones to do. Now, Wacky Wizardry is one of those. It's in the vein of random mage spells. You get a lot of these from most of the spell casting things, and they're all just not worth it because there are just better ways to level and easier ways to level. So I wouldn't recommend it. Endless Agony is a definite hard no, mainly because you just won't get the you won't get the effects of it because it's like it stacks 50 times. Then it won't survive that long. It's terrible. It's not... Well, I guess... I'm actually kind of thinking of that. If you just... Can you actually... Can you only do one curse per... Can you only put one curse? Because if you can... Curse of... Spelling it right. Curse of Agony. Because, I mean... Curse damage... Only one curse per warlock can be on... Ow. So, no. You know what? I'm actually going to put that in the yellow because I kind of feel like what you could probably do is just shield yourself quite substantially somehow and then just go to town cursing everyone. That might be actually something I could think about doing. I might try that. I might try this. This is a yellow, I think. For me, because I'm not really sure. Okay. Overloaded Firestorm is a yellow for me because you probably one-shot 1 in every 5 mobs, but is that worth it to you? Now, Martial Crescendo is the attack speed version of whatever it's called, the first one that we saw, Tools of War. Personally, I prefer this one because I like attack speed increases, and that will give you a 50% attack speed increase as long as you keep killing mobs and using physical abilities. Sorry, so yeah, I think so. Corrupted Bear Form is a blue for me. It is a recommended build. I had a fun time, a lot of fun time doing this. The only problem is you need 25 for Nightfall, 30 for Backlash Talent, 50 for Mangle, but if Swipe works perfectly fine, so you know it's all good. Now, Beast and Blade is something that McDoubles did actually recently. He leveled from the start, and his pets did just an absurd amount of damage. Obviously, you need Hemorrhage, which is level 30, and Dispatch at level 40, but this is a green, by the way, but the damage of the pets is just something that you could do. It's just easy to do. Like if you just causing you to gain 5 energy, yeah, you could just use Hemorrhage and try and reduce the energy cost of Hemorrhage enough, and you would constantly get 5 energy back, and then just extra stuff. It's not too bad. Astral Bomber, what have I done? It's a red for me because you need Starfire for level 20, you need Eclipse Talent for level 50, but it's also a complex build, so for leveling and mobs that don't last long enough, I wouldn't recommend it at all. Don't understand if it's something you can do. It's not that bad of a leveling build, but it will require you a while for waiting specific spells, like 24 for Execute, 30 for Slam, 24 for Chain Lightning, and 40 for Storm Strike. I tried a bit. I didn't enjoy the single target damage. It wasn't very good at all, to be honest with you. Disciple of the Tines is a red. You need level 40 for Chain Heal and level 60 for Penance and Riptide. It's just not something you could use. And you also need Tidal Swell for Tidal Shield, which is... Oh, actually, no, never mind. I just realised that's something you could actually do. In fairness, if you wanted to get shields... Hold on, I'm dumb. No. Ignore what I just said. This is a red. Because to get Tidal Swell, you need Penance. So you can't do that in the slightest. So, nope, that's a red. Unbound Deathbringer is another one of those things where periodic damage does things, and things happen when you do damage. I wouldn't recommend it. Plague Lair is another red, another blue for me. It's another... To be honest with you, most bear forms are actually kind of fun. Bear builds are actually kind of fun. You needed level 50 for Mangle, for Rabies, but you do have Festering Strike, and I'm fairly certain that Swipe spreads infected blood, so... You know, it's something that you can do. I might actually try this, leveling for my next prestige. I'll probably do that, actually. Veil Strike is another one of those stupid, generic on-spell use enchant. You could use them, but there's a lot of other things that you can do. Battle Fervor is, I've written here, this is a really stupid enchant. Why this is a legendary is beyond me. Avoid. So that's a red. Control Burn is level 40 for Conflagrate and level 60 for Chaos Bolt, so this is a red. Guardians of the Grove is you need level 50 for Force of Nature talent, so nope. Low Tide is something that you need Riptide for, which is a level 60, which is a red. Divine Purpose is level 60 for Penance, which is a red. Wind Rager, you need Whirlwind for this and Storm Strike, so you can't do this until at least level 36. And even then you need level 40 for Storm Strike to even use the effect. So a level 40, if you want to do something until level 40, then Wind Rager is for you. Other than that, no. Arcane Gunslinger is actually quite a good spec. You need Aim Shot, which is a level 20. You need Missile Barrage for level 50. But as an arcane kind of gunslinger kind of thing, it works not too bad. And to be honest with you, this is the kind of thing that would make Ascension make dual-wielding pistols, something like that. I like that idea. Astral Storm is no, because you need level 60 for Thunderstorm, so no. Lava Sweep is another one of those things that you could do. You need level 12 for Fire Nova you could actually do. I put this in the green because you could use Fire Nova just to increase your spell damage if you wanted to do that. But you do need Lava Lash, which is a level 45 spell. So there's that. Now, Consumed by Fire is something that you can't really do because you need Hot Streak, which is a level 55 talent. Tidecaller, I have put here as a green because this sounds like a really fun hot-based healing. You used Healing Wave on a target, and they take reduced damage from your Healing Wave, but increased damage from your periodic nature spells. So like at the end, you could probably have all of the hot spells like Riptide and all of the Druid ones, and actually seems kind of cool. So yeah, it seems alright actually. Unrelenting Wrath is something you can do, but bearing in mind that you need Beast to Wrath of the Beast with him. Both of those I think require level 40, so it's really not something you can do. So maybe give that a bit of a wide berth there. Now where are we? So Plague Bearer. Right, we're wondering, is it Lava Sweep? Paratrooper is one of those things that it doesn't really give you that much increase in damage, really. I think it's more of a PvP thing. I don't really know, but you need level 20 for Disengage, so... And Elemental Destruction is a red because you need level 40. But once again, this is a combo generating thing, so leveling up combo generators just aren't that great. Because you can never get... Sorry if you can hear the guinea pigs in the background, it is their time for tea. You could just never get there. And see, I think it's a damage over time spell as well. So, is it though? You're trying to damage, increased damage based on combo points, which consumes by flag. Yeah, so it's not really something that I would recommend. Right, Fairborn, another one of those on spell use chance I'm going to ignore because this is going to be a yellow, and we all know that kind of stuff. Hoplite is weird because buffing some of it you can probably do them PvE, but they are kind of PvP things because they struggles a little bit, like they said here, like talking about it here down here, struggles in PvE. The problem is you can't even use this as a level 20 anyway because there's no pole arms until level 20, and even then they're all quite fast. And you don't want a fast weapon like that, so alright. Night of the Eclipse is, I think, would be kind of fun, but you, like I said, you need, it's a combo point spending thing, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think they're very good to level with, in all honesty. So I never really liked leveling up a rogue, because it's really quite difficult with all the combos. I mean, at the time, actually, thinking about it, that you, in Classic, doing up a rogue would be quite a lot easier, because you could actually probably get, you know, at least 4 combo points. Anyway, not the point. Fingers of Death is a red, because you need Fingers of Frost, and that's level 45. And it's just one of those things that the mods won't last long enough, because you use Vampiric Touch. So I just don't think they'll last long enough. Opening is something you can use. It's one of those melee ability things, like on melee ability use enchants. And it's actually not too bad, because I'm fairly certain I used it as a fire tank leveling, but we get to a fire tank leveling in a bit anyway, which is much better. Lucifer, I've heard, is really bad in general, but you need 32 for Mongoose Pipe. Once again, Charred Bite is fire damage, but also a dot, so it's not one of those things that I can even get on with it. Blood Venom is, you require level 30 for Hemorrhage and level 40 for Bloodlust. It's temporarily disabled because I think it's unbelievably powerful at the minute. It's something that I want to do because it looks really cool, but until they fix it, we can't do anything. This is the stupidest Lego I've ever seen, to be honest with you. Why it's legendary is absolutely beyond me, and I get the meme, but no. Absolutely not. Demolisher is not... It is not something you can do, because it's you need Mortal Strike, which is a level 40 talent, and it's a buff that gets put on mobs, so generally speaking, they just won't last long enough, like I keep saying. Prayer of Preservation, you could probably do, that's a yellow. You need level 30 for Prayer of Healing, though. Hydromancer, you need level 32 for the Chain Lightning, but other than that, you can do this from level 1, that's perfectly fine. Words of Healing you can't do because you need level 50. You need level 55 for the Borrowed Time talent. Templar of Flame is a tank spec that I leveled as DPS because I didn't realise it was a tank spec, but it's very good and a lot of fun. You need level 16 for Firestarter, really, for Flame Strike, sorry, and level 50 for Firestarter really does make this spec come alive. Like I said, I did level this as a DPS and it was really fun. And the spec really did pop off once you get Firestarter. But as a tank, I liked it a lot. But as DPS, I did it at level 70 as DPS. I could reach like 20k DPS at the dummies, but my single target DPS was atrocious. So absolutely don't do this as a DPS, to be honest with you. Eccentric Elementalist is one of those random shaman spells. Nope, we're not doing that. Forbidden Technique is level 60 for Shadow Dance. The next two are stupid on class spell chances. None of those things, thank you very much. Dominant World Shield is something you can use because it just uses Power Word Shield, which you get at the start. Astral Tempest is something you can also use because it doesn't use anything. It's just it's just a thing of stacks you get, and then you do something at the end of the stacks. Sure, you get this buff as well, so you can do that. Growing Light is something you can't do because you need level 60 for Beacon of Light. Time Warp, I put red for this because it's not something you even... It's not like a damage increasing thing at all. You just... Blink just does a thing. So, you know, alright then, sure, why not? Abiding Energy is another one of those direct damaging things to do something. Nope. That's a red. Battle Mage is something you can do. Any Warlock abilities will cast something. Fire Blast is one thing you can do from the start, but at level 60 you can do Arcane Barrage and Ice Lance. Atonement is something you can do as well because you've got Smite. Holy Fire is level 20. Penance is level 60, but I mean you can still use all of this stuff, so if you want. It's not particularly brilliant, but you know. Benevolent Crusader is something you can do as well because you've got a load of Holy Heals, which doesn't decrease your casting time of Penance, which is probably the best one you to do considering it's a healing spec more than anything, but you can still do it. So, you know. Blooming Growth is another one of those things as well. That's pretty cool. It's just another dot. It's just a more simple dot version, really. That's Xena Zealot is a priest thing. We're casting around priest spell. Obviously not. Dragon Warrior is something you could do, but it's level 30 for Death Wish. Bloodthirst is level 30. And at least you could do Execute, but once again, you can't really do any of those things. Titanic Mutilator is a no because you need level 60 for Titan's Grip. And Gorilla Trapper you could do, but once again, it's more of a... It's not a damaging spec, it's more of a PvP spec, really, so I'm not really sure if that's even a thing that you want to even go. Purification by Light is a recommended beginner build from me. It basically puts a Consecration on the bottom, which, you know, which causes damage, really. It's very easy to do. You can use it with literally anything, although, like it says, it does scale with Exorcism and Consecrate, so your probably best bet really would be to just use holy stuff and make more holy damage, really. I think I've set Frozen Chaos no, because you need Chaos Bolt, and Chaos Bolt is a level 60 thing. Locust Ranger is a yellow because you need level 30 for Steady Shot and level 50 for the Wild Quiver talent. So, yes, but no. What we've got, Soul of the Warden is a blue from me, but that's mainly because you get the Fan of Knives ability, and the Fan of Knives ability is something that people use a lot to power level. I don't know if they use it all that much on this server, but I know they did before. So if you want to do a really quick run with a bunch of friends, and at least one of you have got an aura, this is the way to go. Frostbomb is a yellow. You do need... Well, you don't need, but you do have to wait for level 25 for the Arctic Reed talent, and level 35 for the Cold as Ice and Flash Freeze talent. So, Undaunted is a two-handed parry tank thing. Last Stand is level 20, so... Yeah, kind of. But once again, it has one of those issues where you probably don't have enough parry at the start to even be bothered with it. Unbound Spellslinger is another one of those things that just does things on casting things. So to me, it's a yellow. I mean, it's a yellow, obviously, but to me, it's no. Aim Shot is a red because you need Explosive Shot, which is level 60 talent, so that's entirely useless. Unchained, it's just another blink thing. Yeah, you can use it, but you wouldn't do because it doesn't do anything. So, Holy Supernova, if I can find where it is in my list here. You need level 20 for Holy Nova, but no, no. It may be a PvP thing if you want to do PvP, but other than that, it's not particularly that great. Mazda's Curse is one of those things. Is it? Does it get put on you? It does say on your target, so if it puts on your target, then I don't think mobs will last long enough for it to become any sort of useless. So, that's a yellow. Seething Flames is actually not too bad. But it goes best with explosive shot, as it says, because it scales with explosive shot, and it is the Lego for the explosive shot fire damage build. So having damaging abilities do fire damage, but it is another one of those generic damaging abilities do damage. So how you think, or whatever then. Relentless, you need level 30 for hemorrhage. And I've heard it's not particularly great. As fun it does sound to be, but once again, you need level 30. So this is a red because you need level 45 for Alchemy Frenzy, level 50 for Eclipse. There's no point even leveling because you can't do this. Deadly Bite is something you can do because Mongo Splash you get at the start. Counterattack is something you can go for. But it's more of a PvP thing because counterattack is not something that will ever hit mobs. So, well, I suppose if you're leveling, you do hit mobs, don't you? But, like I said, not particularly great. They've tried to make Raptor Strike not rubbish in this one, but I don't think they've made a good job of it. So, Tree of Wrath has been disabled, so I'm not going to go through any of this. But you do need the Tree of Life talent, which is a level 50 talent. So, once again, kind of useless. Deathbringer is another one of those damaging abilities things, which does deals damage or heals you. Okay. Righteous Zealot is another one of those things where it just holy damage and heals party members. So I guess if you wanted to be like a DPS healer a little bit there. So yes, you could use this, I guess. Ambidextrous is a hard no because you need Single-Minded Fury, which is a level 60 talent. Ice Slash is one of those things where no, because you need level 45 for a Lava Lash, and then Fingers of Frost is also level 45, so you can't level this from the start. Snowblind is Ice Prism, and apparently Ice Prism is actually quite good. But you need level 20 for this, so I guess that's a yellow. This is yellow as well because you need level 30 for Insect Swarm. Spell Slinger is another generic on spell use enchant. You know my opinion on this, not very good. It's a yellow. Harbinger of Flame is yes, but it's pretty much the same as Seething Flames, but it doesn't scale with anything. So, okay. Harbinger of Twilight Paragon is okay. But I had the issue where I just couldn't keep I couldn't keep going with it because I kept running out of stacks because I couldn't kill not mobs. I couldn't find mobs fast enough. So if you can stay in the Twilight Paragon, then yes, that'd be all right. But you know, I don't know. Frost Lich is yellow because it's another one of those damaging abilities. Does things. Okay. Carnage Incarnate is okay, but you need Taste of Blood for this, which is level 25. And I tried it, and it was annoying more than anything else. God, my guinea pigs were arguing. I'm sorry if you heard that. Predator's Wrath, if I can find the thing. 25 for Predatory Strikes talent. But once again, this is a combo thing. And obviously, Wraths you can do. But then again, actually, you could actually do quite well with this. I might put this in the green. Because Wraths cast with this, unable to miss, generous green bounce, but in addition, they will also restore 30 energy and your base mana. Which Predator's Wrath causes all your cat forms to deal additional. You know what? No, I'm going to put this on green. Yeah. Predatory Strikes is something that you can't get until level 25. However, I think you could still use this fairly. Got to tell them off again. Ugh. So yeah, Predator, I'd say green, yeah. I'd say it would be. You could probably keep your energy up quite a bit and still stay in cat form. That'd be alright. Fury of the Titans is a level 60 thing that you can't do at the start, so no, because you need Titan's Grip. Nation's Fervor is, it says, once you fully apply Lacerate, and Lacerate is one thing that I think stacks until 5? Lacerate. Stacks up to 5 times, yeah. It's one of those things that you just can't, you will never get to that point, because they'll just die too quickly, so that's a red from me. That's a red from me! Whispers of the Ogon is another one of those things that just, it does something with a spell and something happens. Okay, I mean, technically speaking, most of them are like that, but you know what I mean. This is a specific thing, which I guess, in fairness, if you just spam Shadow Word Pain on mobs, then that might work. But you won't have that much spirit, so it's not really all that useful. Overflow I have set to green. You do need Living Seed, which is a level 45 talent, but other than that, you could just continually overheal, and it would just constantly heals other things. Unless that can heal people that are full, and it goes for people that are the lowest. I'm not sure about that. Shadow Visions, you need level 20 for Mind Flay, which is something that you actually need because you need Mind Flay to begin with. A Festering Wound is, if I can find the damn thing, where is it? Because you need level 50 for Mutilate, so nope. Booming Thunder, you need level 32 for Chain Lightning, but other than that, it's not too bad of a leveling one, that isn't. Consecrated Strike is blue because you need it. This is a recommended build. This is hold up. Nope, I'm stupid. No, it's not, because you can't do this unless you have Crusader Strike, which is level 50, I think. So ignore me entirely. You can't use this at all. Nope, that is a red. Sorry. Okay, I should read that more often then, shouldn't I? So nope. Flame On is you need Flame. Well, you don't need Flame Strike. You can use Flame Strike, but yeah, it's usable at level 1. Esperage, no, because you need Fingers of Frost and Ice Lance. And Ice Lance is level 60. Pure Shadow, you need Shadow Fury, which is a level 50 talent. So nope. Oh no, I don't think it's a talent, but either way, it's level 50. Molten Earth, you need Lava Lash, which is level 45. Demonic Influence is Metamorphosis, which you need level 60 for. Warcry is, you can use it, I guess, but it's really stupid because it's got a 2-minute cooldown, so don't. Mending Tide is a very good level 70 healing build, but you need Riptide, so, which is a level 60 thing, so Assuaging Shadows? I don't know how they say that, but you need level 60 for Shadow Dance, so you can't do that. Wild Fellfire, you need Chaos Bolt, which is a level 60 talent. Righteous Flames, you need Holy Fire, which is a level 20, so I guess you could do this. And Eldritch Knight you could use, but Lord knows why you would do this, because no, just don't use Eldritch Knight. So that's my opinion on all of these, whether you can level them to them. Some of them are pretty good, like I would say, yeah, like I would say Soul of the Warden, Purification by Light's alright. All of the bear ones except for the Carnage is fine. Some of them are okay, like for instance, like I've changed my mind on Tools of War, that's okay. Heavyweight's okay. Thunderslam is okay. And obviously Martial Crusader is okay. But yes, some of them are just shit in general, like the specific on-use things where it's where is it? Like these. These are stupid. I mean, they're nice flavour and all, but they're kind of stupid and not really something that I would entirely recommend, except for the memes maybe. And some of them are just absolutely not. Like, you can't do Titanic Mutilate because it just doesn't work. You don't have Titan's Grip until level 60, literally, so you just can't use it. So, I hope this was helpful to people. I know I did get through this quite quickly, but bearing in mind I had to go through 137 of them, and it only took me about 40 minutes, so I'm really happy with that. So, comment down below if you think I'm wrong about anything, because bearing in mind this is just my opinion on these, and if I've got something wrong about a specific spell, like Spell Shredder, I don't really know how it's used. And some of them I haven't used for obvious reasons because I don't actually know them. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Bye.